Shit. God damn. Yeah, just do a custom. So what you do in a situation like this, by the way, is you just do a custom tip and you make it 0.
So Asmongold got himself into a controversial situation. Very absolutely shocking. This time it's because he said that back then when he didn't have a lot of money, he never tipped before. But even if he wanted to tip, he would have rather tipped the chef because they're the ones who prepared my meal.
I have no problem tipping people now because I have a lot of money, but like before that, I never tipped in general, even if I was being waited on or anything like that. I think the fact is, like, somebody bringing me my food, like, I've said this 100 times, so I don't want to, like, get into it too much. But, like, I would much rather tip the chef and, like, the cook that made my food than the waiter that brings it to me. It's like stolen valor almost, right? I mean, you're the one, like, you've got a guy that's, like, making the food. He's sitting in there in this fucking kitchen, sweating his fucking ass off, dealing with this, and then it's apparently now, it's somebody else that you've got to do it with. Fuck that. It's hot, bro. Yeah, it's hot. And, like, you're giving the money just to some cute waitress. I don't give a fuck about that.
I agree, it is robbery on broad daylight, but unfortunately, no one really cares. No one really goes to a restaurant and he's like, oh, thank you, chef, for making this food. It's usually the same things they eat. The second they see the food, it doesn't really cross their mind, oh, the chef made this. Thanks, chef. Thanks for feeding us. No one thinks that. So automatically people think that, you know, they need to give the waiter or the waitress because they're the ones handling the bills. And they're very nice to you. They're all smiling to you, talking you with that hospitality personality. Oh, that rhymes. But, you know, no one really gets in contact with the chef unless very few people, some food enthusiasts, they go and they want to talk to the chef to thank them. This is like some fancy restaurants, but we're talking about like in general. But I got friends working in the industry. The way it works for them is they take the tips, they put it in a one big jar. End of the month, it gets evenly divided. I think that's the best way to go with it. Now, I've said this before, tipping should be an option for the waiters and the waitresses. There needs to be a minimum base salary and the tip is just something extra they get at the side. But 50% is diabolical. Who the fuck pay? What are you paying your yearly taxes? But I see his point on the, you know, paying rather than paying the chef because he puts more into work. I kind of agree with that, but the waiters and the waitresses need to be tipped as well as they are the ones entertaining you. If you're not getting shit handed to you, if no one is giving you anything, if you're not getting shit talked with one of those, hello, welcome to Buffalo Wings, what can I do you for? Then forget about that tip. Someone just brings you your food because you order it through an app and that's it. You just start eating. Fuck it out. I'm not paying shit. Fuck you. 50% is just way too much. I believe it needs to be between 5% to 25%. Maximum. And I do have friends working as waiters and waitresses. They do have a base salary. The tip is just something extra they get. It's optional. The place they work at, it's optional. You don't need to, it's not mandatory for them to pay. Usually they pay like 10 to 20% every person who goes there because it's kind of like a high-end place. And do I tip? I try to most places that I go to because I have a very strong belief about tipping. It can be as small as $1. Well, not anymore. In this economy, if you give $1 to someone, they're gonna spit in your face. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you give, the more God gives you. This is something I really believe in. Anyways, just want to yap about this. Tips should be optional once again. If your salary is based on how much people tip you, leave that place. You need a base salary of at least $600 minimum, and then tips should be add-on. Because if your salary is based on the tips, then if someone doesn't tip, then you're going to get grumpy and then you will never receive a tip.